second-ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll try the left side. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. Guys, let's take a minute here and talk about Texas A&M. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country. 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Breaks free in the middle. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. He couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose it.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. The give. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another first down, 1st and 10 again.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pucks it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a good game.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Grab near the marker is Bennett. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Here's a heat. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 QB, you've got no points on offense.
A strike downfield to the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as enough.
Breaks into the open. brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wideout. Dropping back, it's Reed. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Handoff from the gun. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The throw to the outside is complete.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part and the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They go to the ground. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Jacobs. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Jacobs.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. There he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Pocket breaking down. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
He's got an open man. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Man, you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go. No push. Big stop by the D.
Turning it on. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The Aggies come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got his man downfield. At the 35, he's loose. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Caught in the backfield, it's Concepcion. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Owens. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
Well, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To throw, it's Sellers. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle.
It's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. You got an arm like this and you can just boom, put it on a line. It's really nice to have.
Took just one play and they got it almost to midfield. 1st down from the 49. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell that he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with the receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off, and it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Here comes the heat. Snags it inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggies!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Slides away. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Mhu. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Gonna run it. It's Mhu. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. Just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Reed. Makes the catch. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He's looking to pass. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Aggies! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rushes on him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. That's caught, it's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. more snap coming before halftime. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Jacobs. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. To the air on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
South Carolina, 14.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. Still running at the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the 2nd half. Get this run game established.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Rides the back on the option to give.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
To the air, it's Sellers. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a colossal top 5 matchup. Let's fill you in on what's going on. Miami is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. Man, the U is staring at a big fat L right now. They're trailing by 28 to Auburn. This could easily be a preview of the playoff, and we promise to keep you posted throughout, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Reed. He wants to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Looking left. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Under fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Speeding down the left side. Defense has it. They're on the move. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense putting points on the board.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
South Carolina, 17.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Bring in the heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
And the Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. Right down the middle. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, They are helping out their QB1.
Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Finds his tight end. And it's slipped out. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Opening play of the drive from the 39. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks into the open. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Moss.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're going to test the right side with this one. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W.
17.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Spits it out to the back. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Jacobs. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Sellers. Unloads it left. Pulls it in. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They just keep firing. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense, seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You could tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pulls it in, it's Moss. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced the third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
Back to throw, it's Reed. Oh, he wants it all. Brings it in down the left side. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Gets away from one, finds some space. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The Aggies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Red pass, it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Owens. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Aggies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Running back searching for a hole. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Motion from the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Let's go. Right. Single, single. Ready.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Power football with the run. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. Almost intercepted, and that might have been the ball game if he had held on. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Snagged in the middle, it's Jacobs. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Using his feet to buy time. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And, man, it can be dangerous when quarterbacks get outside the pocket. They can stress your defense so bad. You better chase them. You got to keep running as hard as you can and try to get to him before he can throw that football, and especially square those shoulders up. Nice job by the defense continuing to pursue, even though he got outside the pocket.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Finds his man. It's Harbor. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, he's still on his feet. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. Lets it fly deep downfield. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
I can't believe it. He had a chance to just end the game right there. If the defender makes the catch in the end zone, up a possession, this is ball game. But because he put it on the ground, this offense still has life.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Making side adjustments here. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete, and the last chance comes up empty. And